Hello, hello, hello. I'm PaintedDog. Welcome back to another episode of our 243 challenge at Cuatro Colinas. I hope you're having a lovely day. My day is actually quite good, thanks. So, the last episode, we went ahead and we followed the main storyline, and we went to replace road signs, and we located a missing goat. Then we got the prompt to go and visit a memorial site for a beloved of our host on this reserve. So, what I actually did between episodes, let me quickly show you. If you go into your map, I went ahead for the northern part of the reserve. I went to all the lookout points and I collected or claimed all the outposts in the northern side of the reserve, north of this river. As soon as the storyline takes us this side, I will do the same over here, or if we just want to do a normal hunt in this side, then I'll do it, but for now, I think that's fine. So, let's head over there. I'm here at this outpost now. I didn't collect any of these points of interest, and I still need to go here. This might still also be a lookout point, because, you just know there's something there. The end of the road, the same there and there. That's probably a outpost. So, yeah. So let's head on over to where the main storyline will take us now. And let's see if we can complete this one. Or at least get a bit closer to completing the main storyline. I like storylines in games. It gives you a mission. Not the biggest road here, but it's not the worst. Might be a little bit high. I quickly went ahead and got the second shot, just in case the first one was a bit high. I am zeroed at 150 meters, and he was about 200. So, the bullet drop wouldn't be that much, but I had to make a quick decision. So let's quickly go and claim this guy. It's a couple of extra gear credits, because I did spend a bit. Unnecessarily, but, I tried to get another bow combo. And I tried to get a bow that had a range-finding sight, but I like the rest of my stuff. And I'm literally 0.12 kilograms overweight then. So even if I stripped a lot of the stuff that I don't really need, that's nice to have, like the lures and stuff like that, but yeah. I don't really want to go ahead and leave one of my other firearms here. Because there is a place for the 22, there is a place for the bow, and I really need to start using the bow a bit more. Okay, the first one was on mark, second one was low. Halfway between a gold and a diamond, which isn't too bad. And it was a 2, so that might have been a good one at the end of the day. But we are close by, so you are going to stick with me while we head on over here. Let's take a quick peek at the other missions that we have, side missions. To harvest 2 goats and to harvest 2 wolves. But we need to travel for the wolves. Where is this? You see, that's down there. Then we might just want to go ahead and move there, but for now, and now it removed that. So let me just drop a waypoint there, so we know how far we need to travel, and you know how long I'm going to keep you here and talk nonsense with you, or to you, basically, because you can't really talk back now, but you can in the comments. Move on right there. That's the thing that my wife always says. Is that you can't find the tomato sauce in the fridge. But you can always say, you see there in the distance, there's a kuru. Which is a bigger. You are the bigger one. That wasn't a good shot. And I can see why, because I haven't changed the sensitivity of my mouse. It's still really, really sensitive. That's a thing. An insider thing. When I play the hunting games, I switch out I change the sensitivity of my mouse. Just so you can get those pinpoint shots. And you won't say it when you see me play, because I make a lot of mistakes. And I know that. I own up to that. But yeah. I'm gonna keep quiet now because we'll probably get the notification now. Let's use this guy a bit. And I took down the marker for the dog. Just to make it a bit easier. And better to get screenshots, you know. Let's go and claim this guy before we head on over there. That might be a fitting... way to... Ooh, that was actually a nice shot. I just made gold. This might have been a fitting... What do I want to say? I have no idea. Now I just need to find it.
You're at the memorial. You did not have to travel up there on my behalf, but I am very grateful for the picture. Padre made the trip after all, it seems. His wreaths are so beautiful, don't you think? He makes them from wild flowers that he finds on his travels. My mother used to make them too. She was such a wonderful person. She always tried to get the most out of every day. She never seemed to rest. It's a shame that you never met her. I think you two would have got on well. She loved walking those trails as much as anyone else I've ever met. My father used to joke that she only married him so she could spend her weekends in the woods. Since we lost her, I've been trying to keep it together here, but I honestly don't know if I'm doing enough. I thought that revitalizing the outpost would help, but we need more. Padre Abbas has been very kind to me, and I know that he trusts me to do what's right. His counsel has been invaluable. I want to thank him for his support. He's putting a book together, and I think we can help him with his work. I have told him how to get in touch with you. I take it as a personal favor if you helped him out. He doesn't ask for anything from me, but I want to pay him back. However, Padre Abbas is far from the only person who could use some assistance. The reserve's resident vet has some concerns following your discovery of the dead goat and the wolf tracks. If a wolf strays out of his usual territory and kills a goat but does not feed, it can be an indicator of rabies. It's a worst-case scenario, but we should consider it just in case. There are other potential reasons for this behavior. The thing is, this isn't the first time this has happened. It's not public knowledge, but I feel that now is the time to tell you. My mother's passing was... She was killed in a wolf attack. My father spent days afterwards trying to hunt down the wolf that did it, but ultimately there is no way of knowing. He returned home and hasn't hunted since. I won't let it happen again. We need to establish if this is an isolated case or if there's a wider problem that we must tackle. First things first, we need a sample from a wolf in its home range. If it turns out to have signs of rabies, we know that we have a problem. If not, then we can adjust our strategy and explore any alternative possibilities. You can still harvest it, but we need the brain, so that we can run some tests.
Okay, so now we have another mission. So I know there's wolves in this area, so I think let's travel there. And if something happens along the way, I'll bring you back. Otherwise, yeah, I'll see you there. And that didn't take long. There we have a couple of wolves. Where are you now? Okay. Let's reload. Get a health pack out. Quickly use that.
Nicely done. Our vet is offering to work out of hours, so I am hoping to have answers soon. I'll let you know if the tests indicate rabies. If it turns out to be the case, I hope we've caught it early. Please exercise extra caution and let me know if you find anything out of the ordinary. I am having the strangest day. I just received a call from Sole Santiago, one of my neighbors. She is an olive farmer who has become a de facto representative for most of the people working the land here. She told me that one of our farmers has had his barn broken into, which is strange enough for a barn in the middle of nowhere. What makes it truly bizarre is that this farmer's tractor has had the tires slashed. Apparently, there are footprints that lead from the barn. I know that you weren't planning on chasing any people during your time here, but if you could put your tracking prowess to use, I'd appreciate it. Santiago told me that the farmer who owns the tractor was opening up this morning when he spotted that the lock on the barn was broken. Sometimes neighbors get a little petty and do stupid things, but Armando is such a sweet man. He wakes up early, tends to his crops, and goes home. I can't imagine anybody wanting to do this to him. He seems pretty surprised about it all, too.
Okay, now we have a new place that we need to go to. And the wind's not really in our favor if we are traveling there, but hey, we can at least get that waypoint on the way there. Let's move away from this area. But there's another... You know what? Track this one as well. So let me quickly follow up. And get this guy. And then we can move on to our main mission. Now the bleed rate's still a little bit high, so... Oh no, there it is. So let's claim this. Not bad. That springbok can be replaced. I don't have a lot of... Okay, I have 50,000 now. But I don't really have a lot to waste on taxidermizing at this stage. But yes, let's move on over there. If something happens along the way, I'll bring it back. Otherwise, I'll see you at the waypoint. And we are 150 meters away, and I didn't even hear these wild boars. So before we... And I stood there on that hill, right there, for about 5 minutes and just scanned over here because I could see the house from there. And I only see a couple of road here. I took a shot at one and I got her. But I didn't even see these wild boars. They are small. And they are running away, but that's fine. We can always try and find them later. Yeah, just travel south towards those 2 points of interest. Then we can get there. Now we need to find the sabotage tractor and follow the footprints.
That tractor is definitely out of action. On the plus side, Armando doesn't store anything valuable in there. The footprint should be nearby.
You can just close the doors. We don't live in a barn, although that is a barn.
Be careful. We don't know who left these footprints and what they're capable of. Armando is an old man, so it's for the best that he didn't go trying to track them down. Hopefully you won't encounter any trouble. I don't know if we're going to find anything, but I'll admit, I'm curious about what's happened here.
You and me both, sister. If we find those wild boar, I'll be tempted to take a shot at them. While we are following the footprints, but hey, that's fine. You can always come back. That's the great thing. A leisurely stroll. I don't want to run because we might spook animals in this area. And we don't want that. Because this is a new area. We want to hunt it effectively. Without too much issues. But let me follow these tracks. Okay, I'm gonna run now. Because these tracks are heading in... Okay, yeah. There we go. Now we need to take photos of...
They end once they get back to the road. But look! There's tire tracks here. The tracks were left by something heavy. Take a picture with the footprints and tire tracks inside it and send it to me.
What more do I need to do? Photograph of footprints and tire tracks. Do I need to get both? How many more photos do I need to take? Come on, Ruger. Out of the way.
Santiago also happened
Finally.
to mention that she has been chatting with some of the other farmers. It would appear that news of Armando's tractor and Manuel's lost goat have spread, and it's making them nervous. Of course, these two incidents are very different, but it's putting the farmers on edge. Things like this didn't happen when my parents were in charge. I just need to make it clear that we are taking care of things still. One farmer has taken to planting old hunting traps. I don't know if they're hoping to catch a wolf or a vandal, but either way, I want you to remove these traps from my reserve. They are an old design, extremely dangerous, and have a tendency to injure but not cleanly kill the animal that wanders into them. If a person were to somehow be caught in one, I hate to even consider it. Santiago told me that the farmer who placed the traps has gone on vacation with his family. He's shaken. He had apparently spotted something running along the back of his fields at dusk, just as he was about to go home. I can understand his anxiety. Nobody is more concerned about the problems we're all facing than I am, but I wish they'd come to me. Santiago has been a real help, keeping me in the loop about what's going on amongst the farmers, but I fear that she's losing confidence as well. She takes my calls, but I rarely see her anymore. I am just glad that we see eye to eye about these dangerous traps.
Okay. I wanted to end the video there, but since we went to collect these points of interest, and we have a wild boar calling, the wind is definitely not in our favor. That's why. One of the reasons why we got the warning call so early. As you can see, all the white particles floating. Here's one of the trails that they probably went through. Is a bit trampled. But I can't spot them yet. Minor. I'm going to go for him first. Let me quickly build this. Run up here. Oh, that was a bad shot. Don't see any blood trail around here. Let's reload that. Okay, so now we know where they are. Okay, halfway between silver and gold, not too shabby. And you know what, let's move over to this side. And let's see if we can track something. If there is anything to track. Yeah, I don't believe I hit that last one, but... because I still haven't changed my sensitivity on the mouse. Seems like Rue does have a scent. Okay, not really. But yes, that will be the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheerio.